Well, good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. You have the Rhino, you have In the Basement, and we have this beer from Lake Wilcox. This is one of their small batch beers. What is this? This is 5% alcohol. This is the Canadian 150 lager.
Super easy.
So, this is their, I believe he said this was their lakefront lager, and they did something different to it. I don't remember exactly what it was. It could have been unfiltered. It could have been adding different hops.
This is why you're rice rolling it.
Yeah, I don't know what it was they did, so I'm going to ice roll it.
Rice roll it.
Ice roll!
Rice roll.
So this was bottled on April 7th. So actually, this is fucking fresh.
It's super fresh.
This was bottled.
This is a week fresh.
This was bottled like the day before I got there to pick up my glassware.
It's a week old. It is the 14th.
Alrighty, so 16 IBU, 4 SRM, so this is going to be very, very, very pale. A 650 milliliter bottle and 5% alcohol.
Can you please
like
explain to the viewers what SRM means? And by viewers, I mean me.
SRM is like the color number.
Ah, yes.
The lower the number, the lighter the beer. The higher the number, the darker the beer.
I have been educated once more. A little bit of smoke coming out the top. It's still smoking up.
It had a nice little pop sound too.
Mm-hmm. Because it's fresh.
It is very fresh.
Oh, look how fresh! Look
how
how gorgeous that is.
Look how fresh.
That's almost like macro gorgeous.
Like I said, I'm pretty. I remember him saying this was a slight variant of their Lake House lager.
And what did these bottles cost you? Can I ask?
I bought what? I bought 12 of these bottles, and it was $72 for 12, so six-ish, five or six.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Now, look at that frothy.
Now, like
head.
their cans are amazing. Their cans are under $3. So, and these are their small batch beers. So these are their small batch stuff. So they have less of it to make the money on. But and they're in Vaughan, so they're right in the GTA. And I mean, for that, they actually are fairly well priced. They're not as shall we say as sought after as maybe a Bellwoods or something, but they're a good priced beer company.
She's crazy hazy.
Yeah, she's hazy
and crazy.
She's
trademark.
A little bit of white head. You got a lot of white head.
Look at that. Look how foamy and fucking nice that looks.
Yeah, visually it's an appealing beer.
Visually,
I like the haze.
It smells citrusy. For me, I smell a little bit of a little bit of the pith. That smell of the pith.
Yeah, it's
got a
citrusy. I mean, I'm getting grapefruit and I'm getting lemon.
Mm-hmm. I get lemon too. That's what I was gonna say too. There's fucking lemon in here.
And I don't really pick up much more. It's like grapefruit, lemon, and a slight bit of sweetness.
Let us try, sir.
Lettuce. Cheers.
Lettuce.
Do you eat lettuce? I don't eat lettuce.
Hamilton. So you see what I did there? For the fucking radar. Hamilton. Well, that's super easy.
So 5% alcohol, 16 IBU, but it feels a lot less than that even. It doesn't have much. It doesn't have any bitterness really. There's a tiny touch that touches the back of your tongue, but that's about it. And it's kind of like it's kind of that lemony skin taste, that pith, the pith when you bite into the lemon.
Yeah, it's actually. I quite enjoy this.
Yeah, and other than that, it's basically just your average lager. I mean, there's a little bit of malty sweetness. There's a little bit of that lemon peel flavor at the back end. There's a little bit of almost like a biscuity dryness at the back. This is extremely easy drinking.
And for me, this is another one of those smells better. I mean, smells worse than it tastes. This is very. You get a lot. Okay, I don't want to say it tastes better than it smells, like completely. I mean,
excuse me.
Oh, nice burp, by the way. It just it's not. I'm not getting the taste that I smell. Basically, what I'm trying to say. I enjoy this, but I'm smelling all lemon coming out the top of that, but I'm not really tasting lemon on this one. I'm tasting more of the grapefruit.
It's just a very easy drinking, subtle flavored lager. Does it celebrate 150 years Canadian? Sure.
Maybe.
I mean, I'm sure that. I think I gotta try and listen to the 360 video because he's talked about it on the 360 video, and I think he said that everything was like he was using all Canadian malts and all Canadian hops, and
So it's a special beer. It's a very special beer.
it's a beer that's special but not special. I mean, this is an ordinary drinker for me. That's what this is.
This is a lager that is hazy. Like I don't think I've ever had a hazy lager. Like
Well, it's
this.
just unfiltered, right? So
Yeah, it's an unfiltered. Okay, I get it, but I mean, I don't think I've ever had one. Now that I think about it, have I? I don't even know.
you've probably had a
one
few
yet.
without even knowing it.
Maybe.
I like it. If I had to complain about anything, because I always like to give a pro and a con about most beers if I can. If there was anything I was going to complain about, it's a little too crisp with the carbonation. It's not overly carbonated, it's just the carbonation kind of attacks your tongue a little bit. But at the same time, that clears your palate so much faster that this is also a good palate cleanser that way. I mean, this would be a great food pairing beer because of that crisp carbonation.
Mm-hmm. What are you going to give this one out of 10?
I would buy it again. I wouldn't go out of my way to get it, but I would buy it again, so I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. I think it's a solid beer. It's just not a spectacular beer when you figure that I've had almost 5,000 beers now.
What? That's fucking
What?
crazy fucking numbers. I'm going to give this a 7. I'd buy it again. Well, if I go to Lake Wilcox.
Well, maybe we'll go there on the Monday after the beer festival.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Or maybe somebody won't want us to go because it's, not the most sought after brewery.
Okay, we won't talk about that right now.
Lake Wilcox. Bye, guys.
See ya.